Let's see first of all the key things we want to look at today. Why is it not closing? To-do list. All this while we've been doing the PHP in the HTML file, right? So one of the talks, if you remember, I made mention of something called separation of concerns. You understand? And that was what guided us, and we took the CSS out of the HTML file. So today we also take the PHP to its own file. You get it? And right away, advantage you can achieve is if you look at the HTML, especially our header and footer, you duplicate it across all your pages. So those ones you duplicate, that doesn't change. You can take it out, put it on a separate PHP page, and then you just call that PHP page. So that code, that code will be in the HTML, and then the PHP, and then you call it. The footer to the same thing. So literally anything when doing, you realize, oh, I've been copying this from here, adding, copying from here, adding. You just take it out and put it in HTML, a PHP file. So we look at that one. So of concern, how is this spelled? Separation. So we'll have something like that. And then one other thing we also look at is we will look at arrays, we will look at functions. That's the same concept we've done in JavaScript. We also see those things in how do you call it, in PHP. And then but one thing we personally look at is, let's say so far, like how we can start making use of what we've learned so far. Are we okay? We are about half the program. So we want to look at least if someone says develop a site for me, what should you do first? Are you okay? What will you do first? I feel this is very important. Or what will you do first? Okay, I need a site. I have a company. That's what I mean. So you're not talking to your computer. I need it. So if I say I need a site, then you tell me you set the environment first. I don't understand that. I'm in my office, I need a website. You are coming to me. You know how you're going to develop it to your communication with the client. That's what I mean. The business. Yes.
I think the client meeting. Maybe I'm doing the website.
Okay.
So he's going to show me the type of website that business websites, normal websites, and maybe he tell me the content that how to use. I cannot develop the content for him. He has to tell me the content that so that I also know how to write.
Okay, that is good. So let me quickly tell something here. You can group customers into two, right? Those who know what they want and those who have no clue. Are you okay? Those, or not like they exactly know what they want, but they have an idea of what they know, and those who have no clue. So your discussion, you can do with somebody who has a clue. You get it? You can do that discussion with someone who has a clue. But there's someone, if you tell him like a business website or normal website, he doesn't even know what a business website is. You get it? If you say content, he doesn't even understand what you mean by content. Okay.
You have to ask the purpose of the purpose that they need the website.
Yeah.
So that you also know how you know.
I like that. It's very important. At least if the person doesn't understand HTML, he doesn't understand what, but he has an idea of why he needs the site. And that doesn't have to do with any technicality. This is, you tell me you need a site. So my first question I'll ask you is what for? Are you okay with that? So once you, that is, he is approaching you. But if you are approaching him, then that means you really have to study him, his business, and then you tell him you need a site for this. Are you okay with that? So, yeah.
Like what you just said, so it means you don't necessarily have to sit there for somebody to bring, maybe, I need a website, come to, I need a website. You can just observe somebody's work and then like study him. If he doesn't have a website, you make a proposal to that person.
In fact, if you sit, you will rust.
Okay.
No one will come. Seriously. Seriously, if you sit, you rust. Especially when you don't have, let's say, a lot you've developed already. You know, in getting customers, they can be referrals.
Yeah.
You've done for X, through conversation, X can tell Y. But if you've not done for anybody yet, if you sit, you rust. You really have to go from people to people and then tell them, no, I want to do this for you, and this is why you need it. Is that okay? This is the spelling here. So I'm looking at it from the customer point of view, not the technicalities. So the first mighty question is why? And the why, I said we are splitting it into two. Is he the one who approached you, or you are approaching him? If he is the one who approached you, then you ask him, what are you using the site for? If you are approaching him, then you will have to tell him you need a site for this. You see? Yeah, let's see the benefit. So let's see what are some of the benefits if you are approaching the person. Let's say this is me. I don't have a site. I'm doing my business. So you are coming to convince me to get a site. How will you convince me?
I think one is to bring about.
Everybody will say something. So. So you give it to me direct, like I need it. So just okay. So I'm writing them as points. You come back and defend them. So let's see benefits. So he says exposure. So you want to build a site for me. Why do you want to build it for me? You say you want to do a site for me, right? And I'm asking, why do I need it? Yeah, so tell me one right now.
How will you access customers?
Like, I'll get customers. How will I get customers? Like, how will a site help me to get customers? Okay, I'm not convinced, but I'm typing it. I can merge it with the exposure, or yes.
One benefit of building a site for is like easy accessibility to your business. Like it gives customers easy way to access your business instead of maybe walking to your maybe office. You can use your site to contact you.
Okay, so easy accessibility. Is it correct? Double S. Yes. Markets. Like how? Oh, okay. Let's just do it along, right? Instead of going and coming back. So your exposure. Can you explain it? Okay. 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 That is true. And the exposure, it could be the customers can come into it. You can expose it, like it can expose the person to customers, like to maybe to investors, to whatever. Are you okay with that? Now, but we just have to do a bit of like more research, you understand, and then try to convince the person with facts. Are you okay? Try to do more research so that I can convince the person with facts. Let's say, for example, you tell me if I have a site, it will expose me to a lot of people. What do you mean by that, lot of people? Are you okay? What do you mean by lot of people? So you need to get that figure. What you mean by lot of people. And to get that, you have to know the places to go and look for. There are bodies that do those researches. They give that quarterly report. Like Ghana, as at 2019 first quarter, this is the number of people with mobile phone. This is the number of people with internet access at home. This is the people who go to Facebook. This is the people who like social media combined. This is the people that use it. So if you have the site, that means you are exposing your business to 70% of Ghanaians or to 34% of Ghanaians. Are we okay with that? Like if you take Ghana for example, about 34% of Ghanaians have internet access. It's not encouraging because if you take other countries, maybe like Finland will have about over 90% or like 95% of I like Finland. Yeah. The average person there reads 12 books a year. Yeah. Average. Not like just students, just the citizens. The average person reads 12 books a year.
It's a year of commuting doesn't allow that. For example, in a car, you can never read anything.
How many hours in a month do you spend in a car?
In a car. Like for instance, I remember up and down. So you'll be in a car, let's say, a week, a whole week. Because at the end of the week, maybe you visit someone or you are maybe your brother or whatever. You'll be in a car. Meanwhile, maybe you take this small book that you read. The moment you enter, you hear them.
Yeah, there's distraction, but I'm able to read in a car. Yeah, that distraction. But you realize sometimes for the first 10 minutes you'll not be focused.
Yeah.
But once you just push, you realize you forget whether the music or someone is conversing, you forget it. You forget it totally. That I just like that country. And that is the only thing you can have the information to convince someone. Are we okay with that? Hey, this 34, there is this body ITU. I think that's International Telecommunication Unit or something like that. ITU, Internet Penetration. Okay, so I saw the penetration somewhere. Penetration. So they do it like quarterly or like yearly. Like so you can have it as an Excel and then you export. You get it? And then you can get the right figures for every country. Like if you tell someone 34, I'll tell you 34, then that means I can focus on those who are not online because just 34. But you have to let the person know that, let's say 4 years ago it was 25, or like this years ago is this. So it's kind of going up. Are you okay? You really need the information because what you will write, if it's just one person you meet by the roadside, you'll be talking to him. But a lot of these things, you write them, it will be in the proposal. So the person will have to read it, get convinced before he will subscribe to whatever you are provided. So you see, assets right from visiting the site. You see the percentage on like that of internet access. This is global. The world population. That is 3.9 billion. That is globally. They are online. They have internet access. What that means is more than half of the world. Are you okay with that? That means more than half of the world is online. In 95, there were just about 1%. In 95, there was just about 1% of the world population online. And that's how many years now? 24 years. Do you know how many years it took for television to reach Ghana? Or just ask yourself, who can Google it? When television was invented, someone should Google it. And then compare it to the first time you had yours. Sometimes it's even possible you've not even buy some yet.
It's possible.
And in less than 24 years, half of the world are using the internet. ECG. The television invention is which year?
1927.
1927. And to now, that is how many years? (1927). That's from which source? But I think it gives a fair idea of what the internet is. That, like, we've never seen a crazy technology like that.
No.
We've never seen a crazy technology like that. Like, just within 24 years, half of the world population have jumped onto it. So, whatever business you are doing, you have no option. Unless, let's say, you are targeting those who are 80 years, when they die, then your business dies. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
But if your business is targeting, especially the youth, then you have no option. For example, Ghana, the 34 I talk of, that is if you sum the population. But if you take out the youth is around 74. Yeah, 74%, not of the 24 of country. By this time, your sample size is the youth, not the whole population. If you take the youth, about 74% have internet access. But if you take the country as a whole, that is where it pulls down to that 34, because a lot of the old guys are not using it. Are you okay with that? Many companies are stopping TV advertisement.
Yeah.
It's not benefiting, because people spend time on phone than on their TV sets. I don't have TV. I don't have it. I don't know what is on it. So, a lot. And if you have yourself, you can witness. You will be even by 8 and you still be holding your phone. So it's something like that. I did that, for example, seriously since 2017. They really want to kind of stop TV advertisement altogether. So, whatever business you are doing, you have no option than to put it out there. Because that is now the world. So, there is offline world and there is online world. So, you have to exist in both ways. And if you look at the graph, it's not reversing. People getting connected. It's not like an event is coming from 1995 to let's say 2020, the internet is over. No, there is no. It's like that is just what is taking over the ocean. So if you have to put someone's site on the internet, there's really a good reason for the exposure you are getting for the person. Are you okay with that?
Okay.
So that is the concept of the exposure. And I am merging it with access to customers. You are exposing the person's business and getting access to customers. Now let's look at one other thing. Okay, easy accessibility. That is true. Some time back, if let's say a researcher needs this data, let's see these internet statistics, how will you get it? We'll have to write an email, go to post office and send it to the company, the ITU. When they get it, then they will bring back the how do you call it? The feed you want. I'm still writing search letters and I enjoy them. Not a joke, up to now. Post office, yeah. I still have people I write that way. There is that community. It's like they feel their youthful days, so they still enjoy. They have the internet, but they decide, okay, I'll still go through there. It's now called snail mail. It's slow, yeah. So they call it snail mail. So now they still enjoy the snail mail. So that's the difference in terms of accessibility. Now you are just how do you call it? Just button away whatever information you need. You are just button away. So whatever service the person will be providing, if you bring that internet, that will, the web, that is coming to serve as the person's office. And any customer is just a button away. Instead of the person walking to your office, the person is now a button away. That's even assuming you have. If you have an office. Do you understand the accessibility? So it makes it easy for you to access. Sometimes, but a worker has to come before you know what's up. Now you come and see like you know what's up than him. So that is it. That's the accessibility. That is the accessibility. You easily get access to these things if you put a person's business on the internet. What product is the person having? We'll go to that aspect, but this is just the why. So the product to the same thing is just there. You can just pick your phone, you buy something from Amazon. There is 24-hour delivery service, but let's say if you make it 3 days. In 3 days time, you just be here, Muto will come here and give it to you. You've not gone anywhere. That's the accessibility. So this is another point you can talk about in terms of convincing the person that no, you really need a website. Are you okay with that? Now, there's another aspect of it. We've not captured. Oh, okay. Anyway, let's continue. Who have something more? Why you have build for them?
It is now a market event. Where transaction goes on between buyers and sellers.
Okay. So you are joining to that transaction queue. That's fine. That's fine. Or let me twist it. Sometime maybe payment. It makes payment easily. You get it, like commerce, e-commerce. it makes payment easily. Not all. Yeah, for the payments, I think every service, every product you decide can make available online payment. But maybe it's not all the products you can consume right away. Like for example, if you download ebook, it's right away. You buy, you download. Yeah, but like maybe the phone or the laptop, that one they have to ship it and bring it. So the light is not there, but here I'm adding easy payment system, right? Easy payment system. Sometime back, how are we posting forms, like school forms? Post office. Yeah, you go to post office, you buy it, you fill it. You'll be going around searching for somebody to endorse it for you. You say, you've been fool for long ago. Why don't you just change your signature and put it in there and ship? You'll be going around, searching for somebody to stamp it. Now, a lot of these things are going online. A lot of these things. And now you can use mobile money to make the payment. Instead of going to post office, doing you have that system they use. They'll give you some small paper. It's like money, money order, or yeah, they'll give it to you. That's how you're making payment. Or you go to bank to do bank drafts. So many complications. Gradually, those things are going off. Any school or institution that is not there yet is on its way. If now they are doing the hard way, it's actually in their plan to make it easy for let's say the students. Are we okay with that? The last year I filled a form for someone uses and I was bored. I still have to go and post this. I think, what is wrong with these people? You fill it online, but they were still telling me to go to, or is it Winneba? It's Winneba. Yeah, they will. Is it? It's everywhere. No, it's not everywhere. Is it? No, but I feel is it nursing? I didn't submit anything. Nursing. No, I mean nursing. Yeah. No, can you see they do you send it the hard way.
No, underground. Yes, I want to do one.
Okay, you that is okay. But definitely it's something every institution is gradually trying to fade off. Are we okay? It's something every institution is trying to fade off. Like I can easily upload my certificates and go away. And when these integrations happen, sometimes they might not even need you to tell them, these are my WAEC results. They can connect to WAEC. The secondary school you completed, they don't have to tell you what certificate you get. Like, they can connect to your secondary school. So gradually, these things are happening. So it's making the payment and transaction easy for us. That is the commerce aspect. And the bigger brother is what they normally call the e-business. Are we okay? The bigger umbrella, like e-business. That one is not just the buying and then the selling. Sometimes you even recruit people online, you'll be doing your reporting online, you'll be doing so many things online. So that is the whole business. But if you just take the buying, the transaction aspect, then you get the e-commerce. So we've seen the payment aspect too. You can convince the person that, hey, this is how you can easily have a payment. Of course, there are people who even fear that type too. So that is something else you have to handle. Yes. Why will you convince me? I need a site. Okay, I'll put that under communication. Are you okay? Or like feedback. So communication or feedback. Now, every site has this contact form, and others even have so many other means of that you can contact the person easily. Others even has a chat section, so instantly you chat them, and some are even annoying. As soon as you go to the site, a pop-up will come. Can I help you? Who asked you? They are not human beings. That's AI. That's AI, and that's what makes it annoying. You'll be there, and then the computer will be asking you, "Can I help you? Who are you?" Chat me. Yeah, you can say chat me. So, but the whole thing is, it's now easy to communicate. It's now easy to communicate, or like to get feedback or information. Let's say if you have a business, someone wants to communicate with you, someone wants to ask for information, to know prices of your products. If the person has a site, these things are easier than the person, how do you call it, taking car and then going to the office personally to ask. Are we okay with that? Yeah. So that is where I'll put your point. You want to add more? It proves your credibility. Yes. Let me twist it this way. It is by the way, but online there is something called authorship, authority. Are you okay? Authority. What is your expertise? What are you an expert on? Are you okay? It's difficult proving it offline. Like the offline platform is not that huge as online. Like that authority, you can prove it online easily. And it has so many ways it turns back to give you customers. Yes. Yes, this is collapsing people's business. Let me put this one down. How do I spell authority? I'm glad the light is off. Let me struggle. So, okay, so he is saying it takes away middleman. So, how does that help your business? If you are running business now, there is no middleman. Okay. He's saying it gives customers access to you directly, right? Instead of them passing through a middleman before coming to you. Of course, if that is your business worry, then that site can help to achieve that. If you think the type of business or the person you want to develop the site for, if his business has that challenge, then the site can take it away. Are you okay? For
On what he said,
okay.
it may cut costs. Since the final consumer will get the cost from the middleman. And when there is the website, then the middleman is not free. It may somehow, because definitely the website you have to, it will come with a cost. So maybe the cost may not be that huge.
Okay.
To the middleman's.
Yeah, that is a whole bigger point. It will be unfair to put it under this middleman. The cost is a big point you can make an argument on.
But the app is selling the middleman here.
Yes, but not with coming with the challenges of the middleman. You get it? The app actually is not the replacement of the middleman, but the app doesn't come with the challenges, the 419 issues the middleman is causing. So it gives you direct access to your, how do you call it, your customers, if that is what you want, or the person you want to develop the site for. If middlemen are worrying him, but this is an easy point you can push to the person.
And just in relation to the cost that you mentioned.
Yeah, them add cost. So
When building the online traffic, it's usually as less expensive as the brick-and-mortar structure.
yes, you can. He's actually saying going online is cheaper than offline. You can argue it in each way, but if you strip it off so many clauses, yes, straight away is cheaper. But one thing I've realized is, let's say if you're a startup, you need an office, you get it, and then you need a secretary. You'll be paying the secretary a month, or maybe if you will be doing it, that you need an office. And in Kumasi, definitely area is a factor, but roughly like 10,000 there for about 3 or 4 years, just for the office. If you are not even lucky, that is no decoration. Decoration is out, or the design is out. Just the office. That is that. So, especially if your product is the type, it's like a service, like consultancy. You get it? You can purely do it online. And in that case, your site will be the replacement. Are you okay? But if you are not careful, someone will equally charge you 10,000 and do that site. So you might not see the difference in terms of, but you could actually do like 2,000 or even 1,000 if you are a startup. Are you okay? That is the businessman. That is the cost he will incur. Let's say 2,000 to get that office, because the site virtually will serve as your office. So you can argue hugely that it reduces costs, and I think I can argue it that it really reduces cost. And yeah, time. You can even be sleeping in. I need an order. You just open your laptop, you push the order. That's all. Are you okay? So all these are things you can raise to convince the person that yes, you need these details, but you make sure you have facts behind it. Are you okay? And like I was saying, in terms of cost, we just explained, you really have to let the person know roughly this will be the amount you are actually spending to run your business, or this is what you are pushing into marketing. You get it? But if you go online, you can achieve the same thing with this price. So is anything else, please?
Delivering a strong message, a marketing message across.
Okay. So how will you explain that to us?
Like, oh. Like, you get the chance to, like, you get the what do you call this? The one who is having the website.
Okay.
You get a chance to explain the details about your products. So that you get the chance to read more without any
Yeah, coming to you direct. Yeah. Let's push that one under that authority, Or it can also go under marketing. It's a broader picture marketing. You can do a lot of marketing online than offline. And before I forget, there is this good argument to, the offline marketing. You can't the effects of your marketing. You can't quantify it. Like, okay, this is the effect. I did radio advertisement. 4 people heard the announcement. Offline you can't do it that way. You can't get that. So how will you know that person coming? It was actually the radio advertisement that pushed him there. Unless maybe he comes and you ask, and then he will lie to you and spoil your data. Yeah, you're relying on His Holiness to say actually that radio advertisement is what pushed this customer for me. So online you can kind of get all these things. If someone visits your site, you can know this person came to the site direct, this person came to the site through Facebook, this person came to the site through LinkedIn or through YouTube. So you know actually my Facebook advertisement is making progress or my LinkedIn advertisement is getting progress. Are we okay? In broader picture, it's called web analysis. Web analysis. And okay.
It saves time and energy.
Yes, it can reduce time, but energy. Can you? You see, I tag the energy. There is this impression that it's easy online. Lie is not easy. There is that impression, oh, online is easy. No, it's not. When you are even competing with 4 stores, you see how you struggle. Yeah. Now you are competing with 3.9 billion people.
It is easy when you are looking at what you are comparing with. Maybe when you are offline.
Okay.
How you market your products that you can get to that far away.
Yeah.
Looking at it with using the online, comparing the two, you see that this one is easier. But all the stress that's considering this one is easy.
I'll disagree. Yeah, I'll disagree that online is easy. Easy accessibility, that is fine. But the effort you will have to put in to get customers, hey, it's not easy.
Even when you have to send the products to customers, they will
So then them first. Talk to the customer. Tell me this. You may say you don't like it, you have to carry it and do it. But if not
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
But this time, online, you talk to the person, you are able to convince the person. The person has agreed, make an order. Or just do it. So there's some kind of flexibility when it comes to online than the offline. That is what I mean.
Yeah, in that case, the offline is beaten, but there are so many online things you have to do when you can't do it offline. So like there's an additional effort somewhere that will push this point down. You get it? Like even for example, if you take online presence, offline you close your shop, but online you have to run it 24/7. If you are really going into to get customers, especially if your product is a service, not a product, people can request it from anywhere in the globe. But time difference. So a whole lot of things you have to factor in. But if you put just those two on a weighing balance, you win me. Yes. Yes.
It's exposing people to your digital marketing.
To
Like, in the sense that you might not know this kind of products are like a business movie, but when you are on the offline business, you get to connect to others, then you know the kind of things they are into. That can improve,
yeah, I think do we have connection here? I think connection is a good point if the person moves his business to online. Or maybe yeah. There are so many ways if your business is on. For example, if let's say if you want to do some partnership. They say I'm not in Ghana or I'm not in Kumasi. The only way I can have a fair idea of your business is through your online presence. Are we okay? Like for example, yesterday someone requested for a document or like something, or he asked me, can you do this for this institution? I say, give me their website and let me see what is there. Are you okay? So he sent me the website. I look at it and I say, yes, I can do it. So that's the connection angles I'm looking at. Basically, it comes back to that credibility. There is this concept: if you have sites, that means you are credible. Of course, depending on the site. But there is that argument you can make. If somebody outside, if you want to partner with him and you don't have a site, that one they'll forget. You can't. He will not mind you. Because they see it as something ordinary. Like, it's like saying, I'm going to do business with him, I've not registered my business. It doesn't make sense to him. Are you okay? You are a businessman, you are coming to do business, you've not even registered a business. And so that's how they see sight, that it's now basic that everybody should have one. There are people who even have it just for their family. When they give birth to someone in the family, they go and write his information there. It's called family tree. Just trying to. So that's assuming sight will last forever. So in that case, as they pass, every generation information is there. You can just go 100 or 200 years later, and then you will see this person, this is the life he lived, everything. So they are just using. But of course, it's not reliable because it's possible a time will come, sight will fade. There is that possibility. The website will be useless. There is actually a research going on that. They are trying to just see if a full company can just survive on social media alone. Are you okay? Without this hard website. But for now, a business needs to get it. So that's it. the connection, and talk about the cost. It takes away middleman if they are worrying you, access to customers. These are all good points. If you want to convince someone that no, I want to do a site for you, you need to list them. But if you are to write it, then that is what it will turn to, like a proposal. And you need to back them with facts. Are you okay with that? You need to back them with facts. That is it for why you want to. Or is someone have any other thing?
Extra and easy income channel.
How will you explain it?
For customers, close and distances, and you can make your income through them, without you coming to you one-on-one. They can buy. It's a means of income to you, the businessman.
Let's put it this way. Let's say your accounting, it helps your accounting. For example, if you are doing this, if you integrate online payments, just by the close of the day, you know what you've done, how much you've received, products you've sold, every detail you've done for the day. Automatically, you have that report. It's not like you've done everything, then you go and sit down and be counting hard money. You get it? So it also helps the person's accounting. But that is if the person has integrated those details to it. There are things later by your movement or like reading you can find. This is also a good point. But I think these ones are saying that if you push it to anyone with appropriate information to back it, the person will consume it. Are you okay? So the first thing is just let me do some small one back. Those that came a bit late. The whole thing we are doing is where you've come so far. How are you going to package it, and that will benefit that you get like projects we'll be doing. That is the whole thing we are doing. So, and I said if you have some site you've developed already, then you can sit and expect people to come to you that build a site for me. But if you, and that will occur because of referrals, because maybe someone you build the product for will talk with someone and then they will refer back to you. But if you don't have it, if you sit waiting for someone to come, you will rust. If you don't have a product, you don't have a site you build, and you are waiting for people to come, you will rust. Not even a single soul will come. So in that case, you have to push them. And that is what we are looking at. If you are pushing it to them, you have to know why they need it. And these are the things we are listing down. That's why you used to convince the person in your proposal that for A, B, C reasons, you need a site. So these ones we listed, like if the person is coming to you, the person will know it already. And I group the customers into two, right? It's not official grouping. I just did my rough thing. Those that know a bit of what they want, and those that have no clue. And so the person can come to you, I need a site. Or when you even say you need a site, you realize you start asking some questions, you will know, no, this one I have to stand well. Before you be, like, what's up small. But some do, they overdo it. Maybe they voice on small video, and they think that is all the world. They will ask one question, two questions, it will get scary. They will ask a third question. No, they don't know what they are saying. they will confuse themselves. So you just have to be alert for both. You have to be alert for both. So that is it. So these are the whys behind why the person need the site. Please, any questions so far for these ones? Yeah.
The question is not directly based.
Okay, that's fine.
Assuming you have a project you're working on.
Okay.
Is it advisable to accept another project? While you're not done with it?
I don't think there is a project I've done I've completed completely.
like, I'm talking about the first design. For instance, you're building an e-commerce site or something.
Yeah.
And you're not completely done with it. You are yet to even deliver the product to the customer. And then you see another offer from someone that the person also wants another site. And is it advisable to accept the two projects and working on them at the same time? Or to focus on only one when you're done before the first?
Yesterday, what did I tell you? How we were going?
You can just do it.
No, what did I tell you?
Like, there are so many projects, like you are having headache because you have so many projects at hand which you have to do.
You get it? These are life facts. Like, you have to. If you even have 4 and 6 is coming, take and add. If you have 10, 20 is coming, take and add. The thing is, when it gets to some point, then you realize you need more hands. Are you okay? When it gets to some point, you realize you need more hands. But if you will say, I'm starting this, I'm ending this, the statement I said, I actually answered your question. What I mean is, there is no project I can say now I'm complete. You understand? Always you'll be working on. That is with these software things. You don't complete. You don't complete. So one thing is, it's good right from the start. Let the person list down. I need A, I need B, I need C. You get it? So that is what equals to the charge. But when you give it to him, so many things will be coming back again. So many things. So in that case, you can quantify those ones and charge. If not, one project, you work on it if you're not careful for about 5 years. The customer will never tell you it's okay. Meanwhile, it's not in the first contract. He'll go and open someone's site. Oh, they can chat. My site, how am I not able to chat? Then you tell him it's not in the contract. If not, anything he will see in someone's site, he will come back to you. That I can't see this in my site. Or if it's not a site, whatever product you are giving, anytime he sees someone's product and that feature is not there, he will come back to you. So you need to get that earlier MOU listing specifically that it has to be A, B, C that I need. So beyond that, you can be charging for that extra work. So definitely, whatever project comes, you accept them. And one thing you also realize is, the more you accept, then certain time wasting will be going off your life. Are you okay? This is what you are working on. Let's say 3 hours a day. You will do other things. But once you get, especially when the person does part payment, you get some energy to do it. So the project will be there half. When you are short of money, then you call this guy. I want to finish your project. And you say, okay, yeah. Then you push it to him. You send him something small, you chop in it, you forget again. And that is it. So definitely, that's by the way, definitely, no matter what you accept. If it gets to a point you are breaking, then you need more hands. You need more hands. So that is it. Any more question, please? With why you need a site?